So, Baldur's Gate. Tutorial. Baldur's Gate. Edit. He who fights with monsters should look at it. Well, that was over a bit quick. That sounded like the guy off Critical Role. Troy? Single player. Pre-generate character. Options. Load game back. New game. New game. What was it? Gender. Press the gender button to begin creating your character. Or press back to return to the previous page. Gender. Males of the realm can excel in whatever profession they choose, whether wizardry, thievery, or the arts of war. Females of the realms can excel in whatever profession they choose, whether wizardry, thievery, or the arts of war. Let's just go with the easy one. Male. Biography. Done. Okay. Appearance. It's a preset. Close my eyes. It's some kind of jester. Or custom. Custom. It's a custom portrait placed at the fuck that. Excuse my language. Done. Males. Gender male. Humans are the predominant race in Faerun. Humans rule most of the significant empires and kingdoms in the realms. They are the most social and tolerant of races, excepting perhaps the halflings. Humans may advance in as any class, but they are also the only race that can dual class. Humans may not multi-class. They can dual class, but they can't multi-class. What? I thought they were the same thing. Elves tend to be shorter and slimmer than humans. Their features are finely chiseled and delicate, and they speak in melodic tones. Elves are looked upon as being frivolous and aloof. They concern themselves with natural beauty, dancing, frolicking, and other similar pursuits. Their humour is clever, as are their songs and poetry. There are 6 racial divisions of elves within the realms: gold elves, moon elves, wild elves, sea elves, dark elves, the drow obviously, and winged elves, the other elf. Elves have the following traits: 9% resistance against charms, sleep magics, infravision, some sort of heat vision presumably, +1 Thaco. Now I've heard of Thaco. I'm gonna hate that. Bonus with bows, short swords and long swords. -5% over Half-elf. Half-elves are a mix of human and elven blood. They are handsome folk with good features from each of their parent races. A half-elf has the curiosity, inventiveness, and ambition of their human ancestors, and the refined senses, love of nature, and the artistic tastes of their elven ancestors. Dwarves. Dwarves are short and stocky, easily identifiable by their size and shape. They have ruddy cheeks, dark eyes, and dark hair. Dwarves tend to dower in tend to be dour and taciturn. They are given to hard work and care little for most humour. They enjoy beer, ale, mead, but most of all they love gold. There are 4 racial divisions of dwarves. Within the realms, shield dwarves, gold dwarves, wild dwarves, and the Durga. Durga, I'm sure. Halflings. Halflings are short, generally plump people. Very much like small humans, their faces are round and broad and often quite florid. Florid? Their hair is typically curly, and the tops of their feet are covered with coarse hair. Overall, they prefer the comforts of home to dangerous adventuring. They enjoy good living, rough humour, and homespun tales. There are 3 racial divisions of halflings within the realms: the harefoot, tall fellow, and stout. Kin to dwarves, gnomes are noticeably smaller than their distant cousins. Gnomes are, as they proudly maintain, are also less rotund than dwarves. Most have dark tan or brown skin, white hair, and rather large noses. Gnomes have lively and sly senses of humour, especially for practical jokes. They have a love of nature that is only matched by their love for gems and jewellery. There are 2 racial divisions of gnomes within the realms: rock gnomes and deep gnomes. Spervnblin. Okay, and half-orcs are born from the union of human and orc parents. They are as tall as humans, but a little heavier due to their muscular builds. Their greenish pigmentation, sloping forehead, jutting jaw, prominent teeth, and coarse body hair make the lineage plain for all to see. In the Sword Coast, half-orcs are tolerated, as unlike in the north, the local people haven't had centuries of warfare with orc kind. Half-orcs are known for their great strength. Let's go with half-orc, and let's do something simple where we just hit things. So, cleric, thief, fighter, cleric, shaman, thief, cleric, fighter. The fighter is a champion, swordsman, soldier, and brawler who lives or dies by his knowledge of weapons and tactics. Fighters can be found at the front of any battle, contesting toe-to-toe with monsters and villains. A good fighter needs to be strong and healthy if he hopes to survive. May wear helmets, may wear any armor and use any weapon. May achieve grand mastery with any weapon class. May achieve specialization in any fighting style and allocate 3 slots in 2 weapon style. Oh, prerequisites for dual classing and strength. Let's go, fighter. Class kit: fighter, berserker, wizard slayer. This warrior has been specially trained by his sect to excel in hunting and combating spell casting of all kinds. Advantages: each successful hit bestows 25% cumulative chance of spell failure on the target. May not use magic items apart from weapons and armor. Alright, well, let's jump right. Normal fighter. The fighter is a champion swordsman, blah blah blah, we said that before. Good fighter to be strong, helmets, blah 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 blah. It's basically just solid hard. Might be the simplest. Berserker, a warrior who is in tune with the animalistic side, and during combat can achieve an ecstatic state of mind that will enable him to fight longer, harder, and more savagely than any person has a right to. Berserkers tend to be barbarian-like in nature, but not always. Sometimes it is a conscious choice that a warrior in training makes. Regardless, opponents on the battlefield will be unsettled when they see the savage and inhuman elements of the berserker personality. This class is common amongst dwarves, known to them as the Battle Rager. It's a good time in the music. Advantages: may use Rage ability once per day, gains 1 use at level 1, and an additional use every 4 levels thereafter. Rage: the enraged state lasts for 1 turn. While enraged, the berserker gains a bonus of +2 to attack damage rolls whilst his as well as to his arms class. Immune to charm, confusion, fear, feeble mind, hold, imprisonment, level drain, maze, stun, and sleep. The berserker also gains 15 temporary hit points, which are taken away at the end of the berserker's spree, possibly knocking him unconscious. Like a pain in the ass. Disadvantages: becomes winded after berserking, 2 penalty points, armor class. Ooh, so you get added to it, but then you wonder afterwards. Is that what they call a class hammer then? You basically end up being dead hard, but who knows? A Kenzai. class name, which means Sword Saint. In the common tongue, refers to a warrior who has been specially trained to be one with his weapon. The Kensei is deadly, fast, and trained to fight without protection of armor. Note, despite its common name, the Kensei may use any melee weapon with which he is proficient. May not wear any armor, may not use missile weapons, may not wear gauntlets or braces. Alignment restricted to any non-chaotic or straight up barbarian. Barbarian can excellent warrior or not his disciplines or skills or fighter. The barbarian can willingly throw himself to berserk raise becoming tough and strong. We're going straight fighter. I'm just gonna first time let's just go with that. We are a male. We are a half-orc. We are a fighter. Alignment. You are to choose your alignment. Your alignment will determine how your character should interact with the environment. Read over each carefully before choosing. If you stray severely from your alignment during the course of the game, there will be consequences. But are they dire? Who knows? Lawful good. Generally the way I play stuff. Characters of this alignment believe that an orderly, strong society with a well-organized government can work to make life better for the majority of the people. Blah blah blah. Neutral good. Characters believe that a balance of forces is important, but that the concern of law and chaos does not moderate the need for good. This universe is vast and contains many creatures striving for different goals. A determined pursuit of good will not upset the balance and may even maintain it. Yeah, maybe that's actually a bit more me. Chaotic good. Chaotic good characters are strong individuals marked by a streak of kindness and benevolence. They believe in all the virtues of goodness and right, but they have little use for laws and regulations. They have no use for people who try to push folk around and tell them what to do. Their actions are guided by their own moral compass. Okay, here we go. Which, although good, may not always be in perfect agreement with the rest of society. A brave frontiersman forever moving on as settlers follow in his wake. As an example of a chaotic good character. That is me. Go with that. Abilities. Prepared to spend a lot of time here as we roll 12, 13, 14, 12, 16, 12, 17 common. Strength 12, yes. Do I have things up as well? Strength measures the character's muscle endurance and stamina and prime requisite for fighters, of course. Alright, so they're already... okay. So is it a case of... Alright. So you just go 78, 75, 79, 80. So you just skip through this until you get the best thing. So 80 is pretty good. 82, 84, 11, 16, 84 is pretty good. Let's take some back out of intelligence. Who needs that anyway? Another one to strength. That gives us a score. Charisma, I can afford to lose one there. Dexterity up. Stacks is quite high. 16, 12, 16, 14, 12, 14. Total of 84. Risk it. 76, no. 78, no. Alright, so it seems like 84 is quite high. 85, right, cool, we're taking this one. I'm still going to modify it though. I don't know if this class is cheating, but you know. I'll do what I want. So, intelligence of 7 is not very good. Strength 16, dex of 14, good. Constitution 13. I don't want to. Cannot have less than 10. That's bloody terrible. Constitution of 18. Intelligence and that at first glance looks like a pretty good fight to me. Bosh. I mean, who knows? Never played a fighter before. What is this? The Bastard Sword. Long sword, short sword, axe, two-handed. Oh right, okay, so cool. Choosing a weapon. You've been given You've been given proficiencies to start your character with. These represent the ability to effectively use weapons. You may choose from any of the selectable proficiencies available to your character class. If your character is a fighter, you will be able to choose the same proficiency up to 5 times. Grant some additional levels of specialization with the weapon listed. Keep in mind that a character can use any weapon available to his race and class, whether he has proficiency with it or not. However, if he attacks using a weapon that he's not proficient with, he suffers a penalty to his attack roll, of course. Penalty varies according to the class. Check the manual for more information. Check the manual? I'm a console gamer, mate. If it's not in a tutorial, I'll figure it out. If there isn't a tutorial, and if the tutorial's optional, I'm going to skip it. Okay. What's a bastard sword? The Bastard Sword is a double-edged sword that can be wielded with 1 or 2 hands. It does more damage than a long sword, but less than a two-handed sword. Right, but you can choose. Okay. Long sword, short sword, axe. Two-handed sword. Katana, scimitar, wakizashi, ninjato. Dagger, warhammer, club, spear, halberd, flail, morning star, mace, quarterstaff, crossbow, short bow, dart line, two-handed weapon style, sword shield style. Sword shield's pretty good. 2 weapon style. Ah, 2 weapons. Do we want the classic sword and shield? Or do we want to balls out 2 weapons? We're going to go sword shield. The wielder gets a -2 bonus to AC against missile weapons. Specialized 2 slots. The wielder gets -4 bonus against missile weapons. No, the name is... Despite the name of the style, one-handed melee weapon in combination with a shield will receive the aforementioned bonuses. So it doesn't have to be a sword, which is good. Because I'm going to use an axe. There are 2 varieties of axes, throwing axes and battle axes. The proficiency class allows your character to use either. The character can use the weapon with no penalty. The character can receive a +1. Oh god, this is complicated. What? I'm playing with headphones on. And I'm recording. So can you chuck me my beard brush over? I think it's just on the side there, isn't it? Thank you. Yes. I'll just edit this bit out. I'll just edit it out. It'll be a nightmare because there's music playing. Anyway, back to you guys. I was thinking axe. What the bloody hell does this one say? High Master, 4 slots. The character receives a +3 to hit, a +4 damage, -1 to speed factor, and for warriors only, an extra half attack per round. Oh wait, that's a higher level. How many proficiencies have we got? Oh, 3, okay. I suppose we want to spread this across a few things, don't we? Alright, let's go with Bastard Sword, that sounded useful. 2-handed sword. longsword do? The preferred weapon of many a thief. Light longsword. Longsword, perhaps one of the most common weapons. A fair end skill with a longsword will allow you to carry its access. A widely available cheap weapon. That's always useful. Proficient. The character can use weapon without penalty. Specialized. The character receives a +1 to hit, +2 to damage. And for warriors only, an extra half attack per round. Okay, so 2 to longsword and 2 to sword and shield style. Cliche, but let's go. Appearance. You look like shit. We are gonna have blue hair. No, we're not. We're gonna have. Let's give him white hair. Is that white? Whitish hair. Dark green skin. Clothing. What kind of beige would you like? I'm gonna wear purple. Because purple and green, nice incredible hot total vibes. They got black trim. Love it. You can pick any of the listed sound sets for your character's voice. Click the play button to hear samples of the sound set.
Onward!
Oh, we're not female, so we'll skip that.
Death to you all! Your life ends here.
Your life ends here.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Oh no.
You got this coming! Let's give them a right thrashing.
Get over here!
Is that supposed to be like an arm?
Get over here!
Get over here!
Right then, I'm in charge.
Let's give them a right thrashing. You got this coming! Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble. Terrible. No, that'll irritate the hell out of me. Let's go with
You got this coming!
just, yeah, let's go with that one. Must be the easiest job in the world, this. Let's do the voiceover. Name. I'm going to name him after my D&D character. So we're playing 5th edition. Play a gnome bard named Zoc. Accept. Okay, what's this difficulty? There's a difficulty setting. Story mode. The party gains all the benefits of easy difficulty and they cannot die in combat. Easy. The party gains a +6. No, normal. Enemies deal 25% less damage. Party members cannot permanently die. Hit point rolls are maximized and spells can be covered in spellbooks. I mean, normal will be... Yeah, core rules, settings aimed at veteran players who are well versed in AD&D mechanics. AD&D? Adventuring Dungeons and Dragons? I'm not sure. Oh, Legacy of Baal. No, we're going to play in normal because I have never played this before.